guys, welcome back to the KotLC Fanbase. My name is Joey, and today we have so much, not really just news for Keeper Lost Cities, but so much fun stuff to go over because Shannon Messenger has been sharing so much stuff on her social media because she knows that we are all bored because we are inside. So she has shared a lot of deleted scenes in Keeper Lost Cities from various characters, and they're so funny and actually they do provide a big insight into the world of just more Keeper because they're deleted lines, and Shannon did give us some reasons for why she deleted them, so it just gives us some more information about it. So before we get into the video, I hope you guys are having a safe and good time alone in your houses. Hope you guys are staying super safe, and let's get straight into the video. So the first announcement is Keeper Lost Cities Book 1 Illustrated and Annotated Edition. This is available August 25th, so it's quite a long ways away, but it will contain 16 black and white illustrations, author annotations throughout, and multiple deleted scenes, and you can pre-order your copy today already. So I believe you can just get that on Shannon's website, or if you look it up on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, I'm pretty sure you can find it there. So that's kind of like the underlying news, and we have so much more to go over. Like this just says, attention Keeper fans, right now if you buy a kid care package from the Changing Hands bookstore and request one of her Keeper Lost Cities books, your book will come with all of your awesome swaggish goodies you see below. So go to changinghands.com to enter. You see you have this giant care package, a ton of full color illustrations, including Gisela, Vespera, the entire Facker family, the entire Keeper crew, Dex, we have a pin, we have a bookmark, and we have a caution and cliffhangers ahead. And then it says this offer applies to Keeper books already in print, so no pre-orders for book 8.5. It's only available while supplies last, so get yours as soon as you can if you like all of these swaggish goodies. We are not going to be doing this, unfortunately, but it looks really, really cool. Okay, so on to the Keeper deleted lines. I think the first one was between Fitz and Keith, and Keith, of course, won. So she says, Team Keith for the win, only yesterday's poll. Remember, we're just playing a game, no ship wars have been decided. And then it says, swipe to see your deleted Keith lines and check back tomorrow for the next poll. So, the first deleted Keith line is, now that they're counting on me in on their little game of theirs, the rulebook just went out the window. And how awesome is that? By the way, Team Foster Keith is officially a thing. So that was cut from Everblaze. It's a cute little, I guess, So Keith moment, and basically it's cut from Everblaze, which means I think he's referring to the Black Swan, I'm not really sure. And now the second deleted line says, and no more of that lazy writing stuff, Keith told them. We are expecting our clues to rhyme. So this was cut from Never Seen, which is probably when they first met the Black Swan and Mr. Forkle. And then she says, way to call me out, Keith. It is hard to rhyme those clues, so I mean, I feel you, Shannon. And then the deleted line number 3 is, but I believe in the almighty Fitzbee. Or, as I guess I should say, I believe in the mysterious Miss F, and Wonder Boy can be your cheerleader or something. Now, this was cut from Flashback, so it is pretty recent. We don't know where this was cut from the book, but I'm assuming it was after, like, the almost kiss. And I guess Keith is just, like, accepting it, so it's kind of sad, to be honest. And then this is just in between the polls. She says, head your stories. But she gave us a bonus line from Never Seen, and it seems particularly fitting with everything that's going on. Darkness is only temporary, Mr. Forkle said when they reached the bridge that would separate them, and helps us appreciate the light. So she, of course, included this because of the world situation we are in right now, and of course, hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. So the next one, I don't know who this was between, but Dex won. And again, this is just for the game. This has to do with the actual books. Swipe to see the deleted Dex goodness, and check back tomorrow for another poll. So the first Dex deleted line says, Dex snorted. Sophie can telepath you under the table. So this was cut from Never Seen, and it's probably just Dex being playful about Sophie's ability. And then Dex deleted line number 2 says, Dex reached for Sophie's hand, giving it a quick squeeze. I guess I'll pass, but you better not leave me out again. So this was cut from Lodestar, probably when they go on one of their missions or looking for extra clues. He's getting left behind again, and then he says, you better not leave me out again, so I hope they don't. Deleted Dex line number 3 says, then what's the point of Team WoW, we need a much cooler name? Dex asked. If you're just assigning us to do stuff we're going to do anyway. This was really recent. It was cut from Legacy, and I mean, Shannon probably just deleted it because it didn't really need to be there. And that is all of the Dex deleted lines, but we have a bonus deleted Fitz line because here's what happened. First she did Fitz and Keith won, and then she did Dex and Keith, and Dex won, so she had to include a bonus deleted Fitz line because nobody picked Fitz. So he says, I hate when you call yourself that, Fitz told Sophie. You're not a freak, you're kind of amazing. This was cut from Never Seen. So it was a long time ago, but it is kind of nice, and this was back when Fitz was kind of nice, so. Okay, so this was again in between like the polls, and we got another little bonus. It says, Sylvie had no doubt that Dex would make the triplets bow and call him Lord Dex before the night was over. She was also sure he was going to wake up and find his hair a big white poof ball, and Rex, Bex, and Lex calling him Lord Tomplehead. So this was funny, and of course it was recent. It was from Legacy, and this was when they had the sleepover, I believe, and it was really, really funny. So the next poll was between Sophie and Biana, and I guess people were tired of hearing Sophie's point of view, so Biana won, and then it says, select for your lines, and next poll tomorrow. So her first deleted line says, does that mean we're walking there? Biana asked, probably realizing that purple kitten heels hadn't been the best shoe choice. So this was probably when it was cut from Never Seen, so it was probably like a mission from the Black Swan, and she used purple kitten heels, and they're probably walking somewhere. I don't remember at all. But let's get on to the next one. It says, agreed, Biana shouted, or you'll have to face the wrath of Diznacker. I'm guessing that's another way of combining Dex's last name and Biana's last name to form the bonds, which I really hope does happen. If you saw my ship video, you know that I ship Dex and Biana, so that's a really nice deleted line for me. The last deleted line says, Biana tossed her shiny hair, happens all the time. And by the way, did you say something about dancing? And that was cut from Lodestar. You know, to be honest, she's kind of a very girly girl. She has shiny hair and she loves to dance. And that was all for the Biana deleted lines. And Shannon blessed us with another bonus line. Thanks, Sophie mumbled, trying and failing to smooth the abundance of ruffles. I'm never gonna stop hating these stupid gowns. That was cut from Flashback, and I'm assuming she was trying on gowns for something. And then, so the next poll, I believe, was between Lynn and Tam. And Tam won by a landslide, pretty much. And then she says, and since I made you choose between the twins, here's a line I cut from Flashback about them. Tam and his twin sister might look a lot alike, but while Tam seemed to have mastered the art of brooding, Lynn was all smiles and soft pink cheeks. So even though they are twins, they have a lot of differences. And the first Tam deleted line says, I've learned to embrace the darkness. So that was probably when she first met him in Exilium. He is pretty dark. And then the next Tam deleted line says, I'm only intense when I'm right. Tam argued, and that was cut from Lodestar. And that is a valid line. I mean, you should only really be passionate about what you believe in. And the last deleted line says, Tam rolled his eyes. That's because your mercat is evil, and that was cut from Flashback. So I remember, I think they had a bet and he lost, so he had to buy her a pet. And she picked a mercat, which is basically just like a mermaid, but it's a cat. So kind of weird, and that's a funny line. And then the next poll, they had him choose between Biana and Sophie deleted lines or Fitz and Keith deleted lines. And of course, Fitz and Keith won. That's what I chose. She said, I had a feeling that's how this battle might end up. Also, I love how in this graphic it looks like Keith is stepping on Fitz's foot, which is so very Keith. And swipe to see the next one. I drank that tea stuff this morning, Fitz said, stretching his shoulder and wincing. It tasted like banshee toenails. How do you know what banshee toenails taste like? Sophie wondered. Don't tell her, Keith shouted from down the hall. What happens at a level 3 midterm party stays at level 3 midterm party. That was cut from Never Seen, probably when he just got, he got impaled by like a, I forgot the name of it, but he got impaled, I think. It's like the famous line, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so that's very funny, and I wonder how Keith knew that like famous line, but whatever. So I just stopped recording this video and Shannon Messenger immediately posted a new photo. So I have a little more news for you guys before we end. We have a bonus Keith deleted line from Never Seen, and then we have another poll. So the Keith line is, will you two quit stalling Keith fast, marching into the dim bedroom? I mean, I know Fitz is jealous that my human costume is way cooler than his, but he's just gonna have to get used to it. And this was from Never Seen, the deleted line, probably when he had like his Batman shirt on. So that's pretty funny, and the poll is between Tam and Lynn and Fitz and Biana. So I picked Fitz and Biana to have a deleted line from them, and I think, well, that was one that was winning. It was winning 55 to 45%, and I mean, it was only 4 minutes since it was posted, so things could change, but I think that's what's gonna win. And sadly, that's all the deleted lines I have for now. This video was recorded Friday, and she did say that there was another deleted lines, but I had to record a video, so I might be doing a part 2 when the rest of the deleted lines come up, so stay tuned for that. So those were all the deleted lines. We saw a lot of new points of view from different characters and what was deleted and why Shannon deleted it. She said for most of these, her reasons for deleting them was because it was too cluttering, it took too much space, and it was kind of just not needed at all. Even if they were funny, it just wasn't included in the book because it didn't need to be there. So if you guys enjoyed the video, that's probably going to wrap it up. I don't have any more news for you guys. And she did say she will be releasing, I guess, the cover soon because she wants to provide us with some Keeper Lost Cities information while we're on this big break. And I hope you guys are staying safe. That's going to end it for me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Maybe a part 2, maybe another video next week. Bye!